Welcome to the latest edition of CresTV. This week our guest is Jeremy Lewis, another person who's much smarter than me. Jeremy's from our Sydney office, and we're going to be discussing what everybody has to now face, which is how do we return to the office in a safe but also productive way. Jeremy, I guess step number one would be we use the cloud.
Absolutely. So using XIO Cloud, you can remotely provision and management your systems. You can keep both your employees and everyone else outside of the rooms whilst you're updating firmware, managing the spaces.
Yep. So essentially when you're going to deploy the room and manage the room, less people in the room by doing it via the cloud.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's step one. Step two would be, I guess, using room booking panels and room signage.
Yes, correct. So the advantages there is that with room booking panels, you can see whether a room's actually been booked or not. We have both light bars and hall signway indicators that'll be green, showing a room that's actually open and available. Red if the room's booked. Also, you can alter the colors. You can have a blue that shows not booked but occupied. And through custom programming, you can make the same indicators flash to show that the room might be in use when it's not meant to be or over-occupied.
Yeah, too many people in the room, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you book those rooms from your own desk and from your own device, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
That's probably better than ad hoc meetings in this new COVID-safe environment.
Sure. Next year, we will be offering RFID in our panels, which will allow people to randomly or ad hoc
without
book a
touching.
meeting.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so sticking with the theme of we don't want to touch anything, the next would be using sensors in the room, correct?
Yes, yeah. So Crestron's PoE Occupancy Sensor, which is the new line of gear that we have, allows you to automate as much or as little that you want in your room. So you can walk into your space, have the environmental controls turn on the lights, drop the blinds, fire the system up, get everything ready for a meeting in a way that you don't have to touch it.
No hands.
Yeah, correct.
Terrific. Okay, so the next concept is the new Crestron app, which I understand runs on Bluetooth, right?
That's correct, yeah. So what you would do is you would enter the room automation turns the room on. You have the app opened and you walk up to the touch panel and it will show you a QR code that you scan on your phone, and then you take control of the room. You don't need to touch the touch panel at all.
Okay, so I'm using my own device. I, again, haven't touched anything in the room, and I can use the full features of everything that was in that room.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right, and although you're the smart one, I can tell you also can have the corporation can contact you about the COVID status of the building on that app.
I did not know that.
Boom, I've got one. All right, and so the next one would be signage in the room. So if there's too many people in the room, we already said that the light outside can flash,
Correct.
right, because of the people counting. What about inside that room?
Okay, well, you can do two things. If you're running Air Media, you can actually use one of the images that comes up on the Air Media screen to show how many room people are supposed to be in the room, the occupancy. And we can also set it up with the Hudley camera built into the MTR, allows you to do occupancy counting. You can set that number, so if the number is surpassed by the number of people in the room, a warning message can be programmed to pop up on the touch panel. Let you know that there's too many people in the room, people need to exit.
Okay, great. So we've got cloud, we've got room booking, we've got room signage, we've got an app, we've got sensors.
We have everything.
Plenty of options. Plenty of options to make sure that when we return to the workplace, it's not just safe, but also productive. Thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
We look forward to seeing you at our next episode of CresTV.